Hey guys, what's up? It's Looney TNT. So as you can see, I have 0 gold, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to time it with this timer. It's going to be on the entire video. I made 14,000 gold in 40 minutes. I'll explain the method after. I'm going to speed up the clip just to prove that I did it. You guys can see the entire time. So here it is. So there it is. I converted these wind wool cloth into these capes that made me over 14,000 gold in about 40 minutes. So it's a really good method. I'm going to go into it in a little bit more detail. I'll show you guys how I do this, how I buy them, how I convert them into the gold, because there's a lot of prep and everything that goes on into it. So let me go ahead and get into it. So the first step is to buy the wind wool cloth. The wind wool cloth can be either farmed or you guys can actually buy it. Now remember, in this method I showed you can make 40,000 or 14,000 in 40 minutes. That is true, but there is some prep work involved in it. You can do this hours on end as long as you've done the work in the beginning to make sure to be able to do this. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm using Auctionator, but what I'll do is I'll search for wind wool cloth. Now, you have to make sure you're buying the right prices. As you can see, this stack right here for 75 silver, I'll go ahead and buy that. It's a good buy because what you're creating is you're creating an item that is selling for 17 gold. Now, you can see here there's stacks selling for 82 silver a piece. And stacks by I mean per cloth. If you can buy anything that's under 85 silver per cloth, and you'll be able to make money this method. If it's anything 85 or above, you're not going to be making any money, so it's really useless. So then all you go do is you just run over to the mailbox, and what I do is I get a massive amount of stacks before I start to do this. So, as you can see how much time it took me to go over and grab the cloth, I would convert it into the bolts, and then I would just leave it in my inventory until I have massive amount of stacks. Once I have a massive amount of stacks, that's when I'll just grind it all and get all the money. So, like I said, this guide does show in 40 minutes I made 14,000 gold, which is I could probably make roughly about 20,000 gold an hour, which is amazing for World of Warcraft. But there's a lot of prep work to be done in this method. It took me 1 week to be able to grind / buy these items. Now, I didn't consistently just buy them and buy them and buy them. I was doing a lot of other stuff. But it does take some time for you to be able to have that much cloth to be able to make that much gold in an hour. But you can make that much gold in an hour. There's a lot of certain times that I've caught there's a lot of botters on this game that actually bought, or there's actually farmers that will actually farm the wind wool cloth. And what they'll do is they'll put masses amount of stacks in. I actually caught 40 stacks right before I made this video. 40 stacks of 200 priced at 70 silver a piece. And I bought them all, and it was a really good price for me to be able to buy that because I made a lot of profit on it. I probably made roughly about 800 gold on top of what I would have had if I would have just sold it in the auction. So it's a really good amount. It's a really good method if you guys are take about a minute or two out of your day to search wind wool cloth, buy it up, and it's as easy as that, making it into bolts, and then dedicating an hour or 2 hours, depending on how much you have, and make 14 to 20,000 gold in an hour. Really amazing method. I really highly suggest you guys use it. Hopefully it helped you guys out to see what you guys can do with it and the giant possibilities there are for it. All right, guys, if you guys haven't, make sure to subscribe to the channel, share it. The goal is to have 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Hopefully we can achieve that. We'll see if it happens. It is what it is. All right, guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon.